Hey everybody, this is Grace, and pardon the view. Yeah, the sun is causing that shadow, and the view as it is, you know how it is with me. But I'm so happy to be able to get out of the house and sit in my SUV and be out of the house. But I'm also sitting here trying to see if it's going to let me know, my SUV, what was leaking under my SUV. When the same thing happened with his. During these winter storms we had in Texas and other places. I only live in Texas, north of Dallas, so. But anyway, I wonder if it was something to do with that. Something may have burst. It's on the driver's side. And the other things that would leak that we know of are on the passenger side. You know, like the coolant and the antifreeze and for windshield wipers. So mine and his both had underneath it these puddles, and I don't know. I have no idea what it is. My SUV is rather new. I would think that it would tell me at some point, you know, beep, 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 something was wrong. So it hasn't so far. We even checked and got under the hood and looked, didn't see anything. His too. So I have no idea what it could be. That's kind of weird. But I tell you, I am glad that this, oh man, these past, how many days has it been with these winter storms? Yeah, it was bad. I already put up 2 videos about it. And believe me, that was just like not even close to what we went through. Like with the, besides that, we had those rolling blackouts, just for a few hours though, not like other people. I really feel for people who were freezing, literally, in their homes, and because they didn't have any electricity, some didn't have any water, gas, none of it, And but I can say, I don't want to speak for them, but I do feel for all of them. We did have a pipe burst. Well, I showed the part of the pipe in that video at the end of that last video. And luckily, we were lucky that we had someone who was a plumber in the neighborhood. He owns a business, but a remodeling business, but still, he has his license and all. And we know him very well. So we were lucky. All of it, all together, we were lucky in comparison to other people, really. And it's made us really rethink things. I've been saying for a while before these storms, I was saying I want to move, and I want to move to Galveston Island in Texas, Galveston, Texas. And yeah, I want to go back to the Gulf, to the coast. Besides, everything else that went on, I think I mentioned it. I have a really bad problem when the humidity is low, and that's usually when the heater's on. And so the humidifier wasn't working, but now I moved it into one of the small rooms, and it's doing better. But I have problems with that lack of humidity. My hands will look awful. I mean, awful. I had never heard I don't recall ever having heard anything about it until a few years ago, and a woman mentioned it online. She was an older woman, I'd say she was right past retirement age, and she mentioned it, and I was like, I'd never heard of that. Well, yeah, that happened to me. For me, it's cuts, and my skin feels awful, really dry. Nothing really seems to help. Really, seriously, I think that it actually harms it more, because I have allergy to anything. I'm allergic to so many chemical allergies galore. But something in those hand lotions, and even I can't remember, Eucerin or whatever it is, I'm allergic to them, and then they make me worse. Okay, I'm kind of rambling, but seriously, it's good to be outdoors, and the sun is so freaking bright. It's great. Well, much of ours is melted, except, of course, behind where the sun can't get to. But, yeah. I thought I'd share this. Yeah, one of the first things, we wanted to do, Adam was doing this because our food, what we ate was awful during this while. really bad, because one of the things I wanted to do was get humidity in the house, and I don't know if anybody else does this and if it's good to do this. I don't know. Don't follow my lead. But I would have cooked beans. I know people boil pots, but I don't have a good pot to just boil water in, and it ruins the other ones because we have lime in our water here, and it just ruins them. So I did do that a little bit, but I don't like that because I forget and I leave it on. If I'm cooking, I remember. You can smell it, for one thing. I cook by smell. I know it's done by the smell. No, not burnt, but yeah. But we were eating beans, and anything I could boil or put in the oven. But well, that's pretty much it, isn't it? I'm a horrible cook. Do I need to say that? I know next to nothing about cooking except just cook it. It's awful. So anyway, one of the first things we did, and Adam wanted to do yesterday, but the roads weren't clear enough. But today he's like, order that pizza. He's crazy, craving pizza and chicken wings. And I did the Grubhub thing and had him deliver. We got 2 pizzas and some chicken wings. It was $60-something, but hey, yeah, not worried about that. But we wanted something other than my cooking. Trust me, I don't take that as an insult at all, because I don't like my cooking. I don't like to cook. Well, I can't say I hate it. I don't hate cooking, but I know it's not going to turn out right. I don't put very many spices, because you know how some people, especially Adam, any kind of spices, some of them just don't. He has I think a spice allergy or something. I don't even know if you can have a spice allergy. But yeah, it messes with him, so I hardly use any spices. So everything tastes crappy to me. But we had a lot of beans, and yeah, but we really needed to get more groceries for a good variety, and I had already been stocking up this whole year, okay? This whole past year, because of the pandemic, kept stocking up. We have plenty, but we're just tired of it. Just tired of it. But anyway, found it. It's just been, yeah. And I'm sitting here and I'm really worried. What was that leaked? I wish it would tell me. It seems like it's using a lot of gas now. That's kind of worrying me. Why would that be? Really fast, too. Maybe. Anyway, I'm kind of rambling, but I just wanted to put an update. Yeah, we survived that. I've been out kind of helping the ice melt and everything. I had one of those, those big brooms that that people use. I don't even know where Adam got this big, huge broom. I think he uses it for the garage, but I've been using that to get the ice away. But really, I'm Texan. I haven't just lived in Texas, but I've lived in several states, but none of them really get a lot of ice and snowstorms. We get ice here. We get, like many places, I guess. I don't really know. A lot of black ice whenever we get cold weather. It's black ice that we have to worry about. We really don't have to worry much about snow. But does anybody? I don't know. Well, we don't get these cold temperatures. It was in the negatives, below zero. I mean, way below zero. Not way below, but below zero. And sometimes the wind chill was in the negative teens. So it was pretty bad. I mean, this is not our norm, so we don't know how to react. I had no idea that at first Adam was telling me, oh, it wouldn't get all that cold inside because of all the insulation. Or he didn't say insulation, he just said it wouldn't if the electricity went off, and then started hearing all this stuff on TV about people's houses freezing, and some froze. At least one I heard of, but no more than one. So we didn't have that, but I had no idea how cold it could get inside. Because you would think, yeah, you have some shelter and ours is brick, so I don't know. It's just not our norm to know these things, to know what to do, how to handle it, any of that. Of course, some of it's just simply logic, but you never know if you're doing it right, still, if it's not your norm. It's not something you grew up with, not something you've heard many people talk about or experienced or something. Yeah. So you just don't always know. And another thing, Adam had mentioned, basically, and I've already felt this, that he said we're both suffering from PTSD, post-traumatic stress. Yeah, and I can see it, but there was more to that story. I'll do it in another video. But yeah, I can see it. So, anyway, I think that's enough for now. I'll talk to you on another video. Bye.